Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Syed Musa Kaleem from Epicop, and today we are going to talk about how we can process complex JSON data using Ajax GET Request method in Ionic 3. So let's get started. Before we get started, I would like to show you how you can generate some dummy JSON data, some complex JSON data. So you don't have to worry about that because we have a solution for that. Randomuser.me is a website and they are offering you to create or to generate complex JSON data. So there you can get the JSON data using the user API. You can get complex JSON data and you can process that complex JSON data using Ajax GET Request method in Ionic 3. Now we'll see how we can do that. So firstly, we need to import the HTTP module in the home.ts file because I'm gonna load all the JSON data inside home.html file. So we need to import HTTP module first. HTTP HTTP comma headers from @angular slash HTTP. So this will bring the HTTP module inside home.ts file, and we need another important import statement. We need to import that is rxjs slash add slash operator slash map. So this will help us to map the JSON data, the fetch JSON data using HTTP. So we need to import these two statements while dealing with some HTTP module. So after importing these two statements, you might face some issue like no provider for HTTP. So for that you need to import this module inside app.module.ts file here, and you could remove this because we don't need this inside app.module.ts file, which is your root module of Ionic 3. So after importing that statement above, you need to declare it here, http slash comma. So this will help you to deal with HTTP module inside your Ionic app. So we have imported all the import statements to process complex JSON data. Now we'll see how we can generate complex JSON data. I have URL with me. Yeah, you can see here. We'll copy this URL and I'll show you. Our application is running. Let it be. Now we'll see the JSON, the complex JSON here. Randomuser.me slash API slash question mark results 10. It means that it only fetch 10 records. If you give 2, then it only fetch 2 records. So this is the complex JSON, and the two root nodes which are available in this JSON data are results and info. So this is the complex JSON data, and now we are going to process this JSON data inside our Ionic 3 application. So let me talk about randomuser.me. It's a website and it's an open source free API for generating JSON data, random user data, like anything like lorem ipsum for people. And if you click learn more, this tab will get open on your browser, and here you can see the example, and it has some calls like this one. Using API method you can generate your JSON data, and here is our JSON data which is shown in the example here. So we are not going to use this, or we are not going to generate JSON data because we already have that here. Using this URL we are going to fetch JSON data. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this all JSON data and I'll show you in a tree format. It's a in a tree format. on codebeautify.org. It's a beautiful website. It offers you to show or to display JSON data in a free format. What you need to do is you need to just paste all your JSON data here, and then you need to click this. You have to select this tree format. You could also select view and form as well, but I am selecting tree format and then click beautify. Here it is. You can see all the fields are in the tree format now. Results, gender, name, location, email, and there are a lot of fields. Fields available in this JSON format. So this is a beautiful website to view the JSON data in a tree format. So this was about the codebeautify.org, and you can also parse your XML data on this website as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this URL, and let's create a method. Before method, we'll create one object, users.any, and I'm gonna create one method called loadJSON, because when user clicks the button, this method will get called. Later we will create a button, but first we'll create a method. So before that, we need to pass a parameter inside our constructor, public http of type http. So using this http parameter, we are going to call dot get method, and just we need to pass this URL, then dot map dot map response dot json. So this method will help us to create subscribe actually we are doing one mistake here. We don't have to give this comma, we just have to give JSON here in the small letters, and then we need to give subscribe method, and inside this subscribe method you can see here value of any void, or we can also return error as well. So firstly we'll see, and here you can see inside when the user clicks this button, this method will get called load.json, and we are fetching data from this URL, and we are saying that the response should be json.json, and we are subscribing means we are just retrieving all the data, and we are just assigning that data in our users array which we have defined here above. So this dot users equals to response dot results response.results. So and now we'll create error. You can see here, if we get any error, then simply we'll call a alert pop-up, and we'll say fail loading JSON data. So now we'll give semicolon here. So hope you are understanding, and hope it is clear so far. Load JSON method is a method when the user clicks the button, will create a button for load JSON on the home.html file. This method will get called and we are fetching data. It should be the response should be JSON in a JSON format. We are retrieving, we are fetching data, and then we are subscribe, means we are assigning that data, that results JSON data inside our users object. If we are getting any error, then we are just displaying an alert pop-up failed loading JSON data, and it is very simple. As you can see here, now we'll save this and now we'll create a button for loading JSON data on the home page. Inside Ion content, we'll create a button and we'll give click event, and inside this click event we'll create, inside the click event I'll give my method name, which is the load JSON. As you can see here, it should be like this. And now we'll see load users. So when the user clicks this, this will display our data, our complex JSON data, by processing it in a list format. Ion list. Inside this, I'll take one Ion item and I'll give star ng4 equals to let user of users. These all are directives. I'm just looping a particular record and I'm displaying in a list format. That's it. So I'll take Ion avatar, Ion avatar, and we'll give item start, and inside this I'll take one image tag and I'll give user dot picture dot large. I'll show you these fields are available in our JSON format. This is the results, the object, JSON object, which we are fetching here in our users object. We are assigning that results in users object, and then we are trying to fetch particular records such as name, and we'll also fetch picture as well. We'll search for it, picture. As you can see here, picture, and there are different kinds of picture, thumbnail, large, and many other types of pictures are there. So we are trying to fetch large pictures inside this image tag. So after this I'm gonna give one h2 tag. Inside this h2 tag I'll use user dot name dot title, and I'll take one more, I'll display one more thing here, that is user dot name dot first. I'm displaying title and the first name, and we'll give break tag here, and now we'll display, user dot will display something like, you can display anything, but I'm going to display gender. You can take gender, user dot gender, and below that I'm gonna display one thing, that is the registered date. means when the user has registered. User dot registered. So this is a list of users. Now we'll see how we can fetch this data. So we'll save these all files. Now we'll run our Ionic application. It might take some time to run. Hope you understand. First you need to import the HTTP module in root module, and then you need to import these two statements, and then you need to import these two statements, and after that I have created one method and I'm fetching all the JSON data using the get request method, and I am displaying that particular data in a list format here. So when the user clicks this button, load users button, this method will get called and all the data can be shown here inside this Ion list. So we'll see how it looks on a platform. I'll just disable this iPhone because I don't want this. I'll just simply run my app. It is giving me an error. Now it is still running. We got an error. Please add a ng module annotation. Okay, all right. So actually we have missed something here. Yes, already I have added this field. I don't know why it is giving me an error. Oh, actually we have missed something. Yeah, I got this. uh, we have imported HTTP here, but we need to import HTTP module inside app module. That is our root module. So we have missed that import statement. Here you can see we have only given HTTP, but we have to give module as well. As we are importing HTTP module, so we have to copy this and we have to paste it here in place of HTTP. I was doing wrong, so hopefully it works now. It will work. I hope it will work. So we'll save this file and we'll see that our application is running fine or not. So that statement we have missed. Hope you understand about the HTTP module and how we are importing, how we are processing the complex JSON data using the get request method. So this way you can handle, you can process complex JSON data in Ionic 3, and you can simply extract the JSON data from the given URL which I have given here inside home.ts file random user.me/api/ question mark results equals to 10. As I said earlier that this result is this result is indicating that we are going to fetch only 10 records, and we are just displaying that 10 records in this list. So we'll see. It is still running. It might take some time. Yeah, you can see here our button is ready now. When we click this button, yeah, you can see the name and the gender and the registered date which I have here. Inside the results object we have gender, name, and in name I have only taken title and the first name. We haven't taken any last name object. So we have also taken the pictures as well, and we are displaying in a thumbnails using Ion avatar element. So this way you can process the complex JSON data. You can also change your object names, like I want to display email address here, so I'll change this to email. previously it was gender, so I have changed this to email. Now it will display the email address of users. When we click this, it loads all data from that URL, which is a JSON data, and now we are processing that data, and we can see 10 records. 10 records can be seen here. When we click this button, it might get changed. Yeah, you can see here every time is getting changed because we have number of users, and every time we are just displaying 10 records. So you can see the first the title, first name, and email address, and the registered date. So this way you can handle and process the complex JSON data using Ajax GET Request method in Ionic 3. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you like this video. Please share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel as well. And please drop your valuable feedbacks in the comment section below. And thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.